They stop us filming. And allegedly, protesters who stayed overnight in the square suffered a lot worse. These young people were among a group of 25 who claim they were arrested and beaten after sleeping in the square. They meet two members of April 6 to give details of the alleged attack by military police early Wednesday morning.
The boys got their faces damaged from beating, and of course with these electric buttons, they didn't stop for a minute on their heads, their hands all over their bodies, and they were blindfolded and tied behind their hands behind their back. The girls got harassed. They harassed the girls' bodies while they were blindfolded and tied, so they couldn't do anything. They kept insulting them with very dirty words. What are you doing in Tahrir Square? Investigations were with insults. What were you doing in Tahrir Square? You were hanging around with guys, and they were, such things. Do you want to destroy the country? You are some losers, and we won't allow you to do so. We have the control now over the country, and we won't allow you to destroy it.
Their testimony suggests dark forces still lurk within the state security apparatus. Back at the headquarters, they're drafting a Facebook page. The High Military Council has announced a new caretaker government, but it's not the government of technocrats these activists demanded. Instead, the Prime Minister, Ahmed Shafiq, stays in place with many former cabinet colleagues. And on the internet, there is yet more proof this fight isn't over. This video shows a provincial security chief addressing his men. He gives a hint of what they're up against. All week, these activists have been getting a lesson in counter-revolution via television images from Libya. Who do they think threatens the Egyptian revolution?
The National Democratic Party and state security. They're trying to distract people, make them think that this is something and divide between the people in the army. They're trying to let them feel that the people are weak and the army is stronger, and trying to overpower them. The army is slow in some things, in some actions, but I think that the army is now. We gave them a bag, a dirty bag, full of corrupted regime for 30 years, and take this and handle it. So it's really logical to give them their time to try to fix what the corrupt regime has done for the past 30 years.
Friday, the 25th of February, a month to the day when the demonstrators first entered Tahrir Square. From early morning, Egyptians make their way to the demonstration, now aware that the revolution has started but is not yet won. Tanks block the traffic, vendors ply their wares. Toppling the dictator is one thing. Erasing a deeply rooted regime of corruption, injustice, and thuggery is quite another. The crowd tries to break through the cordon to harangue Prime Minister Shafiq at the parliament buildings, but tanks block their path. There is more talk of counter-revolution, of Mubarak loyalists infiltrating the youth movements.
نفس رجال الاعمال دول بيحاولوا ان هم بيدفعوا فلوس للناس ان هم ينزلوا في الشوارع يقولوا لهم احمد شفيق كويس، احمد شفيق مش عارف ايه. في نفس الوقت البلطجيه ورجال الاعمال بيحاولوا ان هم يبعتوا ناس يسوقهم جوه الحركات ووسط المجموعات، بيحاولوا ان هم يفتتوا الحركات دي ويشتتوها على المسار الحقيقي.
But many protesters commit to staying on the square for the night. At 2 a.m., military police attack again. There are more beatings and arrests. The next day, the army apologizes. Then, on Sunday, 27th of February, A week and a half after it was promised, Ahmed Maher is called to a meeting with the High Military Council. It seems his faith in the army has been rewarded. It has freed 55 prisoners and promises a government of technocrats within days. People power could triumph yet.
That's it for this edition of People in Power. If you'd like to comment on this episode or any other matter, we'd love to hear from you on aljazeera.net/English. Until next time, bye-bye.
Business Latest is brought to you by the Qatar Tourism Authority and Capco. Business Latest is brought to you by the Qatar Tourism Authority and Capco.
Malaysia has created the world's tallest self-installing wellhead platform and designed the largest and most advanced racecourses. Discover Malaysia's service excellence at the Malaysia Services Exhibition Abu Dhabi. Register with Martrade.
On the next Rizkan Show, is there rising Islamophobia in the US? We examine controversial hearings in Congress about the so-called radicalization of American Muslims. Rizkan at this time on Al Jazeera.
A debilitating condition afflicting millions of women across the developing world.
Sometimes it is not possible to cure a patient with fistula. We have to prepare her psychologically.
Revealing the human stories behind fistula and its intimate connection to poverty. A powerful new series exploring global maternal health. Birthrights, at this time on Al Jazeera.
Pounding the rebel-held Ras Lanouf, Libya's Muammar Gaddafi launches airstrikes on the strategic oil town. Is Gaddafi also on a diplomatic offensive? Planes carrying Libyan officials have landed in Egypt, Malta, Portugal and Belgium. Hello, I'm Lauren Taylor in Doha. Also on the programme, one anti-government protester is killed as the Yemeni army storms a university campus.